Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. It's your host Ram with you on the cricket show, Cricket Happenings. This on a Saturday, 19th of August, 2023. Cricket saw one of a historical upsets today. A sort of upsets one could call, even though the New Zealand are actually playing their second string team, and the United Arab Emirates have gone on to beat the New Zealand in the second T20 to level the series. So, I mean, if you look at that, this New Zealand team, as I said, it's a second string team. But again, we know New Zealand are one of the reputed teams in international cricket, and this is T20 cricket. They still had some players like Tim Seifert, Mitchell Santner, no names. James Neesham is an experienced. Kyle Jamieson has been playing. Tim Southey is the captain, and definitely they would be absolutely heartbroken here with the decider coming up tomorrow, which should be a great contest, according to me, considering that United Arab Emirates have upset the apple cart of the New Zealanders. Well, the other day, we saw that the United Arab Emirates almost gave New Zealand a scare, running them pretty close, and in the end, it was New Zealand that prevailed, but only just. But today, it was not to be. Definitely one could say the United Arab Emirates have learned from their mistakes. But what is good about it is that what they did is that they restricted New Zealand today to once again that same 140 odd score. They have not allowed them to score much. Yes, the ball was stopping a bit when New Zealand were playing, but considering that New Zealand still have these are the players which we are talking about: Chad Bowes, Dan Cleaver, Mark Chapman, who got a 60, was the highest scorer today, and Cole McConkey and Rachin Ravindra is another upcoming talent as well. Keeping in view that this could be the next generation talent that is emerging in New Zealand, one really would say it is an upset. Yes, it's definitely an upset. So, congratulations, United Arab Emirates, in not only beating a member nation for the first time, and I'm told New Zealand having played 39 outings with various teams which have not been part of the test setup. So basically, they have been like associate nations or nations who've been trying to come into cricket. They have not lost a single. But today, it was United Arab Emirates who had the proud privilege of downing New Zealand. And congratulations once again. Well played, United Arab Emirates. They definitely deserve due credit there. They won the match by 7 wickets, and this should be giving them a real fillip as far as UAE cricket is concerned. Now, let's have a look at the scores here. The New Zealand, and also let me tell you that once I talk about this New Zealand versus this United Arab Emirates upsetting New Zealand today in the second match, second T20 in Dubai, and tomorrow, as I said, should be a great stirring contest because whoever wins takes the series, and United Arab Emirates would be loving to pick that trophy in front of the home crowd, and one really wants to see as to what really transpires at the center tomorrow. So, looking at the card there, if you look at the New Zealand card, the New Zealand made 142 for 8, batting first. Look at it, Chad Bowes made a run a ball stuff, 21 of as many balls, two fours and one six. But let's talk about this bowler, Ayan Afzal Khan. Now, Mohammad Azim, the UAE captain, decided that he's going to thrust his spinners right away, and he picked up his best spinner, the best bowler, who also took the Man of the Match award with bowling figures of 4 overs, 3 for 20. Let me talk about Ayan Afzal Khan a bit. Ayan Afzal Khan, I feel that in comparison to all the other spinners who take a very very short run up to the wicket, I have a feeling that Ayan Khan probably takes a few more paces than normal spinners, and probably imparts a bit of pace to the ball, in my opinion. And he also bowled in good areas. I mean, we have seen he did well in the US T20 as well, in the inaugural US T20 tournament. And he did a wonderful job. He really knocked the stuffing out of the New Zealand team here. He picked up Chad Bowes. Now, that was Chad Bowes shaping the first wicket to go actually was it was Mitchell Santner. The first wicket was Tim Seifert, a dangerous player at that. 7 of 6 balls with today Mohammad Javadullah getting an opportunity and Javadullah cleaning up pretty quickly as Seifert tries to make room and tries to hack the delivery. And Mohammad Javadullah hits his stumps. He was gone for 7. Mitchell Santner was promoted in the batting order today to do some heroics. I reckon it was not to be. Ayan Afzal Khan, got a ball which actually pitched outside the off stump. As I said, there was a bit of in it for the spinners, the slow bowlers, where the ball was stopping a bit, and Santon was trying to make some room for himself, but the turn was so prodigious that he was already castled. And Mitchell Santon was gone bold. Ayan Afzal Khan for 1. And what a talent this bloke, Ayan Afzal Khan. What a wonderful captaincy by Mohammad Wasim, the UAE captain, bringing his best bowler to bowl. And he really, really throttled the Kiwi batsman. And Dan Claver was sent for a first ball blob by Ayan Afzal Khan. This was a ball, probably one could say a bit of benefit of doubt to Cleaver, as the ball kept a bit low and was under his bat as he sneaked under his bat and hit the stumps. And that was the end of Dan Cleaver, who didn't have a good 2 T20 matches, I reckon. Then it was Chad Bowes, who was there at the center with 21, and Afzal Khan, as I said, had knocked the stuffing out of the New Zealand match in this T20 when he had the score read 3. I think it was score read 4 for 38 at that stage, with Chad Bowes also a victim, trying to reverse sweep a delivery. It was a back of link delivery, and no. So Chad Bowes, yes, it was a reverse sweep attempted by Chad Bowes, and but Ayan Afzal Khan actually got his wicket when all that Chad Bowes could do was connect with thin air, and the keeper did the rest behind the stump, stumping him 21 as many balls. After that, it was left to Mark Chapman to do the rescue act, and he did it wonderfully well. And that's the precise reason I think New Zealand have only one man to thank for, and that was Mark Chapman in his partnership with James Neesham. But Mark Chapman was the one who really decided to really get under the nose of the UAE bowlers and took the attack right to its camp and clobbered 63 of 46, including of 3 fours and 3 sixes. And James Neesham contributed 21 of 17, but Colin McConkey was out for 9 to the Mohammad Firazuddin. Rachin Ravindra was 2, Jamieson not out 8, Saudi not out 4, and 142 for 8 was the final tally for the Kiwis. If you look at the bowling there, Javadullah was very impressive with the ball. 4 overs, 2 for 16 is definitely considered very, very good bowling in T20 cricket. 4 overs, 2 16 for Javadullah. Afzal Khan, the pick of the ball, is the man of the match, 3 for 20. Ali Nasir, 1 for 25. Zahur Khan, 1 for 35. Faraz Zuddin, 1 for 37, a bit costly. Basil Hamid, 107. United Arab Emirates started off their chase by losing their in-form wicketkeeper batsman Aryan Sharma, who was the highest scorer in the first match. He was making his T20 debut. It was his second match of his T20 international career, but Aryan Sharma was consumed pretty quickly, courtesy a brilliant catch by Neesham. This was a full delivery from Tim Saudi, and Aryan was actually shaping for the drive, got a thick outside edge, and definitely one has to say that it was a brilliant catch by Neesham, an absolute blinder, and Aryan Sharma was gone for a knot, and that would have been something that New Zealand would have been very happy to see the back of him pretty quickly in the piece, because you know what damage he did in the first innings. And then it was Mohammad Wasim, the captain, joined by Britya Arvind in the center. Mohammad Wasim, I have to say the captaincy has been good today, and Mohammad Wasim decided that he's not going to brook any time here, trying to settle down just because the first wicket has been lost. He really made sure that he and Vidya Arvind would take immense advantage of the power play. And then it was some big hitting by Mohammad Wasim. He was looking in punitive mode. Yes, there were some catches dropped by New Zealand today. So New Zealand normally are a very good fielding side. So to see them drop catches was something that they themselves would attribute that their loss was due to that as well. Because Mohammad Wasim got one life, I reckon, and he was joined with Yarvin, who was also looking pretty good, and both were took very good advantage of the power play as 40 runs were added in the power play session, with Britya Arvind's contribution being 25-21, 3 4s and 2 6s. And Mohammad Wasim did his bit, clobbered 55-29, which included 4 4s and 3 6s, and the score read 96 for 3 when Mohammad Wasim departed in the 11th over, and it was basically another 50 runs to get. Now, Asif Khan, so there were two new batsmen in the middle, Basil Hamid and Asif Khan. And Asif Khan, as you know, he also made his debut in the previous match but could not contribute much. But today, what he did is he normally, I'm told, he's a very aggressive player who likes to tonk the ball. But he played according to the needs of the situation, because once Mohammad Wasim was gone, Asif Khan knew that his presence at the center was paramount. And that's what Asif Khan did. He put his head down, not taking much risk, because he knew that the victory would have been with 54 runs to get of the balance 9 overs. It was just a matter of just staying there at the center, because he knew that there was not much batting to come. So Asif Khan, I think, really played a matured hand here. He really decided to, just nurgle the singles in the company of Basil Hamid. But once he saw that United Arab Emirates had not lost any wicket and they were coming closer to victory with only 20 runs required, he started wielding the long handle, and that really yielded good results, as finally he was the one who hit those two boundaries of Tim Saudi to take them to victory. Not out on 48 of 29, 5 4s, 1 6. So this time United Arab Emirates made sure that they weren't going to commit the same mistakes that they committed in the previous T20, and decided to take the New Zealand bowlers on. Asif Khan not out 48 of 29, 5 4s and 1 6. Basil Hamid not out on 12, just giving sheer company to Asif Khan, taking them over the line. It's a 7-wicket victory, and United, I remember, not only doing upset but also leveling the T20 series at 1-1. As I said, Sunday we are going to get a sort of a real stirring contest here at the centre in Dubai, when both the sides play in the decider tomorrow, which will decide as to who will take the cup. So they said United Arab Emirates would be longing to get another victory tomorrow to give a sort of a real happy feeling to the UAE fans. Team Saudi 3.4 was on maiden, 1 for 32 for Saudi. Saudi, very, very unfortunately, not unfortunately, I think his bowling was not up to the mark at all. 32 runs were taken off his 3.4 overs. Ben Lister 2 was 1 for 17. Mitchell Sander 3 was 1 for 26. Kyle Jamieson 3 4s, 1 for 30, looking a bit rusty after making his comeback, one could call. Carl McConkey 1 over 14, and Nisham 3 was 24. So well done, United Arab Emirates. Truly, truly deserving the victory. And this bloke, Ayan Afzal Khan, the left arm spinner, it seems to be a sort of a real genuine spinner coming out of United Arab Emirates. And I think United Arab Emirates has definitely a bright future with this young boy, Ayan Afzal Khan. Really, really bowling with a lot of guile, one could call. So now I shift the attention here to a match which was played yesterday. We go to Ireland, where Ireland and India were playing the first T20. Yes, it was the rain which was the spoiled sport, because the match could not go the full distance, and India won by the Duckworth Lewis method by 2 wickets, 2 runs to actually take the first T20 in Dublin in Malahide. Now, looking at the and as you know, this particular match was a very important match according to me, and one would have loved to watch this match go all the distance, because as I said, it was a reserve batting talent pitted against a strong Ireland team. but unfortunately it didn't go the distance because of rain. So let's have a look at the card here. Ireland batting first, 139 for 7. Jasprit Bumrah, the captain of the team, and also making his comeback into the Indian team after a long layoff due to injury, but definitely looked the real Bumrah that he's known for. In the first over itself, he actually showed the not showed signs. He really demonstrated his skills right away after Andy Belbini hit the first boundary that of the ball that Bumrah bowled, which was an absolute loosener. But in the second delivery, Andy Balbini's stumps were nicked by Bumrah with a dipping in swinger, and that was the end. He was gone for 4. And other than that, also Bumrah picked up another wicket in the same over. Rorkan Tucker was caught behind by Samson, getting a thick edge to a ball from Bumrah that moved a bit. After that, Paul Sterling, the captain, the new captain of Ireland, was consumed by Ravi Bishnoi for 11. Harry Tector made 9, and George Doctor is out for 1. Prasidh Krishna also coming back into the team after an injury, and he also did a wonderful job with the ball, picking up 2 wickets for 32. But it was the batting of Barry McCarthy was the sort of a shining light for Ireland, one could call, and he looks to be a real precocious talent there out in the centre, Barry McCarthy, because Ireland at one point of time won 59 for 6 in 10.3 overs, and would have thought probably the Indians were going to wrap them up for below 100. It was not to be, but Barry McCarthy, and has to say, really has the power and the timing to send the ball scudding into the fence and out of the fence, and that's what he precisely did. If you look at his knock, he even hit Bumrah for some massive sixes, and Barry McCarthy in the end was involved in a very good partnership, which from 59 for 6. It was a wonderful partnership between these two batsmen. One is Barry McCarthy himself, and then Curtis Camphor, another very good all-rounder, emerging all-rounder of Ireland, and both combined into a very, very good partnership of 56 runs, and that was made in pretty quick time, let me tell you that. And Curtis Camphor contributed 39 of 33, 3 fours, 1 6. McCarthy was there at the end, not around 51 of 33, 4 fours, 4 sixes, 139 for 7 was what Ireland finished up with. And looking at the bowling, 1 for 24 for Bumrah. Arshdeep Singh, definitely, he's someone who has the ability to even bowl 6 Yorkers of the 6 balls, but one does not know like what's really lagging right now in Arshdeep. Arshdeep really needs to pick up pretty quickly, because the World Cup squad would be announced, but only probably the draft squad we could call. But the Asia Cup squad is going to be announced. Arshdeep Singh, I have a feeling that Arshdeep Singh has to really, really see to it that he gets his line right. Prasidh Krishna looked good, looked very sharp in his bowling, 232. Ravi Bishnoi, 223. None for 19 for Washington Sundar. And India, chasing this particular total, as I said, it didn't go the full distance. We saw the young Yashasvi Jaiswal blazing away with 24 of 23, 3 fours, 1 6, was a victim of the bowling of Young. And then Young also getting Tilak Verma out the very first delivery. I mean, there's a lot of talk about Tilak Verma being considered for the World Cup. It has been coming from all the cricketing experts like Ravi Shastri, Saurav Ganguly. Good to see. And there was something which Tilak Verma probably got tucked up around the leg stump when he tried to flick a delivery, got a faint edge, one could call, and it was all over. Tilak Verma was out for the first ball duck. Rutraj Gaikwad was just playing himself in, not out of 19. Samson, and that was it, 47 for 2. Game ended because of rain, and the match was awarded to India on the Duckworth Lewis method. The second match will be played tomorrow. Market had none for 10. Josh Riddle, 3 for 20. Barry McCarthy bowled 2 for 14. Young, the wicket taker, bowling superbly, had taken 2 wickets for 2 runs, and he had one more ball to complete is even the first over. So that's very good bowling from Craig Young. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else to share, but I'm just trying to see if there is. I'm told that India is naming the Asia Cup squad on August the 21st. That's on a Monday. So that'll be interesting to see. Some cricket news coming our way here. Lasith Malinga will be replacing Shane Bond of New Zealand as Mumbai Indians fast bowling coach for the IPL 2024. Other than that, today we have some men's 100 results coming up. Oval Invincibles beat Southern Brave by 8 runs in the men's 100. And from Sri Lanka and the LPL, the Lanka Premier League, and a fantastic performance from the all-rounder Wanindu Hasaranga, scorching a 30 ball 48 and also picking up 2 wickets, took his team, B. Lau Candy, to it was, he actually has taken his team Candy into the finals. So that's a great job by this power all-rounder. And I wanted to, and also CPL is also going. There's a lot of cricket going on at the center. CPL, we saw one match being played yesterday, and also there's a match between the former cricketers going on. That's happening in the United States in US Masters T10 tournament, where the Morrisville Unity won by 6 wickets against New Jersey Tridents. And so that's it. And I wanted to speak about Wanindu Hasaranga, who actually has decided that he will no longer play test matches, and that comes as a real shocker for me, because Wanindu Hasaranga is the best leg spinner around today in the cricketing world, and he not playing test matches is all because of the mushrooming of the T20 franchisee leagues, which has made him take the decision. Well, dear fans, I don't have much time to dwell on. It's time for me to hit the wind up button here today. Hope to catch up with you tomorrow on my Sunday cricket show. Till such time that happens, it's goodbye from here. Thank you.